While Jesus is our great physician and healer, it's critical to understand that His commandments are medicine to make us healthier and healthier once we are His through faith. Now, this past Sunday, we talked about how because of sin, our hearts are sick. And Jesus came and died to begin the process of healing our sick hearts, our sick desires, our sick motives and ambitions. But once we receive Jesus, He commands us to obey Him. And His commandments to obey Him are the process by which He continues to heal us. So our obedience ends up being our medicine for our well-being. Well, and why is that? Well, because obedience draws us closer and closer to Jesus. And the closer you are to Him, the healthier you get, which really translates into the happier you are, the more joyful you are, the greater pleasure you have in your soul. Now, this past Sunday, I got very specific and I talked about discerning entertainment, because we live in a world where we're surrounded by entertainment and it's just part of our culture. Entertainment is part of life in 2021 and it's not going anywhere. It's only going to increase. And the question that I encourage you to ask yourself before you're entertained by something is, will this entertainment help me treasure Jesus more or less? Now, I want to help you think more clearly about that question and how that kind of plays out in life. Now, let's just talk about the fact that we are in a sinful world. And because we're in a sinful world, and all of us are battling with sin in all of our hearts, the godliest among us, and because of this, entertainment has sin through and through. There's always some kind of sin showing up in entertainment. This even goes not just for movies or shows, but even books, even classical books. I mean, sin is all over the place. Now, because God is a merciful God, His common grace is everywhere. This means that there is much good in the world in spite of the sin. In the midst of the sin, God's goodness is still seen. And we should be able by God's grace to learn to sift through the good and the evil in our world. Now, in Christianity, there's been two main extremes when it comes to our world and engaging in it, and of course, entertainment. One extreme would be what I would call legalism, which would be just avoid it all, run away from everything, kind of get in our holy huddle. And then the other would be license, which is just run toward everything. Don't use any discernment, just have it all. So I don't think either extreme is biblical or helpful. I don't think Jesus engaged in either one of those extremes. So let me give you three categories when it comes to entertainment, and they all start with an R. I encourage you to write these down. Receive, reject, or redeem. Receive, reject, or redeem. So when it comes to entertainment, ask yourself, can I receive this? And this would just mean, this is basically all good. I mean, pretty much nothing much to sift through here. It's just good, and I can receive this, okay? The other would be reject. Do I need to reject this entertainment? And I would say the guiding principle here is the goal of this entertainment, the aim of this entertainment is to inspire evil. It's promoting a wicked message and it wants to ignite wicked desires within you. If that's the goal, if that's what it's aiming at, you got to reject that. You just can't play around with that. Now, the third is which takes a lot more discernment. And this is where all Christians, we struggle with, and you'll never get beyond struggling with this third one, but we want to pray about it and have this category. Can I redeem this? And so some of the questions that you can ask, if I can redeem this entertainment, is there enough good in it to overlook some of the bad? Again, we're not saying that there won't be any bad in the entertainment, but is there enough good in it to overlook some of the bad? Another question is is the bad, even maybe it's a minimal amount of bad, but is the bad so damaging that I just better get away from this? Question, can you swallow the meat and spit out the bones? Or are you going to choke on the bones? And so this is case by case. Every movie and show and entertainment and books and all of this and that is case by case. But listen, here's the main guiding focus. Seek to enjoy God through the entertainment. That's the ultimate goal. We want to treasure Jesus. We want to value God in all circumstances. And as you seek to enjoy God through that entertainment, that's worship. Now, here's the thing. If you're not confident that you can enjoy God through this entertainment, because maybe even it has some of these elements, it's best to avoid it. It's best to miss out on a little bit of fun and spend your time elsewhere than later find that you're choking on some bones. God has so much better for you. He wants you to get healthier and healthier, not sicker and sicker. So seek to obey God even when it comes to all forms of entertainment, and you will get better and better because you're going to get closer to Jesus, and that's the healthiest place you can be.